Hello, this is a video request. What I think about Cheech and Chong. Yeah, I remember I thought Cheech and Chong was really good, and I watched it back when they were out, back in the early '80s and stuff when I was a little kid, and I thought it was really funny. It's funny how your perception of marijuana is when you're a little kid, when you have like no concept of smoking it. Like I had no concept of smoking marijuana until second semester of my senior year in high school. So like first semester senior year in high school, I mean, I didn't even think about smoking weed. It was like not even in my world at all, you know. Um, and but when I was little, but I knew what it was. And when I was a little kid, I was just like, oh, those stoners. I remember when I was a kid, like, when you're a kid, you kind of divide the people, all the different people into different like groups. Like you have the like in your around, maybe not necessarily in your school, but you would have, like the greasers and the jocks and the nerds and the geeks but one of them was the stoners. And so like, and even went to widely you look. So like, I remember when I was a kid, yeah, the kids like with the long hair, and the like, who were like only hung out with each other and were out there, like hanging out behind the building and stuff. Those were the stoners, like the people who would dress like really like unfashionably, and yeah, it was weird. I had a whole concept of them. But anyways, yeah, I remember I thought Cheech and Chong was really good and funny. I loved it back in those days. I mean, I knew what weed did because they'd get with the munchies and the being funny and all that stuff. I just never had a it just wasn't in my circle. I never had an opportunity to smoke it. And besides, I was an athlete. So, but but yeah, I remember one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in a movie was, I think it was the very first movie, called Up in Smoke, and that's the best movie they've done. It's really funny. They did like a few of them, and I think they got sillier and sillier, but Up in Smoke was really funny. They like it's when they first meet each other, and like Cheech is like Chong's a stoner, and Cheech, I don't know if he's as much of a stoner, but he's kind of like a Hispanic in L.A. and they meet each other, and just Chong is so funny because he's just like totally laid back and just like like. I always thought that was really cool. Like I liked that as a kid. Like those dudes here, they're just they're just enjoying life. Like the dude. But anyway, Cheech is like, I was like, he like hitchhiked or something, and he's like, oh, like, oh, I got something in my mouth, or I got to eat something quick, so he eats it, and he's like, oh, and then Chong's like, oh my god, you just ate more acid than I've seen anybody eat my entire life, man. That was so funny. Then of course he has the crazy acid trip, and then they come back from like Mexico or somewhere with a car built out of marijuana, and the cop pulled him over to like for speeding, and by the time he's trying to write the ticket, he's all like high, and he's like, you guys got any donuts? Whoa, what was I here to pull you over for? That's funny. And then they had like the dog ate their weed, and so then they tried to smoke the poop, the dog's poop, and there was some like crazy Vietnam vet, and yeah, man, Cheech and Chong's funny. I'd like to, maybe there's a Cheech and Chong movie I could see bits of. I rented one like 10 years ago, and it wasn't that funny, and my mom gave me a hard time for renting it. I was like, what are you doing? You loser, renting this stupid movie. But yeah, Chong, I heard, got thrown in jail for like selling weed or selling pipes or something for like a few years and stuff. And Jesus, man. So anyways, that's basically all I can think about Cheech and Chong. I only remember scenes from that one movie, Up in Smoke. Peace out.